Let's get started. Sorry.
Life, we don't know what it is, so I'm asking why. We just spend the days and struggle to survive. That's my fate. Sublime. When above nature things you love to find, then you realize what's wrong with paradise. To get paid, you need to earn it every day. True, you gotta feel the light that shines on you. Sure you will enjoy this view, letting you feel the fruit of your soul, and all the stress and pain is start to go. I'll keep going on with a stronger heart. I'll do it on my own. Try, never sucker from head to toe, but try. They'll step on your head and maybe you'll be crucified.
What was that? Make it up the curb.
Someday you have a turn with the game. True, you gotta feel the light that shines on you. Sure you will enjoy this view, letting you feel the fruit of your soul, and all the stress and pain you start to go. I'll keep going on with a stronger heart. I'll do it on my own. We live in a danger zone, and I'll keep going on with a stronger heart.
What type of bullshit is this? The United States has officially banned all artificial dyes from food products effective immediately because these products are not healthy and they can be linked and cause stuff like cancer. So yes, a lot of your favorite snacks will be banned. I want y'all to take a good look at this list here. There won't be any M&Ms, any Reese's Pieces, strawberry Twizzlers, Skittles, I don't know what the fuck Peeps are, jelly beans, drinks like Powerade, Crush Orange, and Sunny D Orange Strawberry that have dye in them, foods like pickles, some cherry pie filling, some barbecue sauce, and more importantly, the cereal. Oh my gosh, the Captain Crunch, Trix, Fruity Cheerios, Fruity Pebbles? And that's just the beginning, but whatever y'all do, please don't take Cinnamon Toast Crunch away from me. Please don't.
Sadly enough, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Golden Grams, those were some of my favorite cereals. Reason why I no longer eat them anymore is because of trisodium phosphates. There are other things that they add to it, but one of the main things is trisodium phosphates because it's also a paint thinner you can find at Home Depot.
And so we worried about banning candy, banning cereal, and banning drinks. But you ain't gonna lower the price of these damn eggs? A food item that actually matters. And that's not as important enough to attend to as some damn candy? Are you serious right now?
You've seen this brilliant red before. In textiles, world-renowned paintings, even in the red coats once worn by the British Army. In fact, you've probably even tasted this color. And it all comes from an insect, deeply rooted in the history of Oaxaca, Mexico. Cochineal. Instead of blood, most insects and arachnids have hemolymph, which is clear. But the cochineal's hemolymph is a rich crimson. To harvest female cochineals, people gently brush them off cacti and dry them in the sun. Indigenous people in Mexico cultivated cochineal long before Spain made it a global commodity. In the 1700s, the insect was as valuable as silver. Not only was its pigment beautiful, it was also fade-resistant. In Teotitlan del Valle, a Zapotec town outside Oaxaca City, weaver Marina Gonzalez grinds dried cochineal on a metate. She dissolves the powder into large tubs of boiling water to dye wool. Next, her son Juan Carlos removes the wool. Cleans it and dries it. Juan Carlos's brother Alejandro uses a loom to transform the colored wool into stunning designs. It takes about 5,000 dried cochineals to dye this medium-sized tapestry. Cochineal shows up in other places too, like your food. Manufacturers often use it as an alternative to artificial dyes. But it may cause allergies, and it is definitely not vegetarian. The cochineal's lasting, vibrant color may be the closest the natural world has come to making a perfect red. This insect may only live a few months, but its legacy will live on for generations.
This amber goop comes from bugs, and you've probably eaten it before. It's a natural resin called shellac, and once it's stretched and cooled, it's used in tons of ways, from adding a shine to popular candies like jelly beans and preserving citrus fruit to finishing wood. Its history dates back 3,000 years in India, where it was originally used to make jewelry and adorn palaces. India is the world's largest shellac producer, exporting over $65 million worth of it a year. So how exactly do a tiny insect's excretions end up on your candy and lemons? The Cariolaca insect is teeny, barely big enough to see with the naked eye. In June, farmers implant broodlac, or the mamas, onto new tree branches. Their babies will hatch and spread out. As they suck the tree's sap, the females secrete an amber-colored resin. When it hits the air, it hardens, creating a protective nest. This is what becomes valuable shellac. It all starts with crushing and washing, which is the most challenging part. Cleaning the lac for too long could lower the yield.
और अगर आपने कम वॉश कर दिया तो आपकी क्वालिटी बहुत इंफीरियर हो जाएगी, इसीलिए उसको आपको पूरा मेंटेन करने के लिए परफेक्ट वॉश करना चाहिए.
Then the lac has to dry to prevent mold and make it easier to extract the resin. During winters, Manoj's staff leaves the lac in this yard for an hour and a half. In hotter months, it takes about half the time. They have to watch it closely, since too much heat can turn it black. That's considered low quality and won't fetch as much money.
ज़्यादा हीट पड़ने से क्या है कि वो जमने लग जाता है, इसीलिए इसको तुरंत ही उठा के ज़्यादा लेबर लगा के तुरंत उठाना पड़ता है.
Next, the workers assign it one of 4 grades, depending on the size. They'll remove small sticks by hand. This machine separates any remaining stones from the mix.
अगर इसको क्लीनिंग नहीं करेंगे तो इसमें काफ़ी ज़्यादा इम्प्योरिटीज हो जाएंगी, मेल्ट करने में भी प्रॉब्लम आता है, इसलिए इसको क्लीनिंग करना जरूरी है.
The workers put the lac into a cloth tube that looks kind of like a giant sock. They twist it so the mixture moves toward the kiln and spin it until the lac melts. The sock collects any leftover rocks or sticks that might have snuck in. They spend at least 6 hours a day spinning the tube and stoking the fire that burns at 167 degrees Fahrenheit. In the summer, it can get up to 113 degrees in this factory. These symmetrical circles are called button shellac, which are used to make bangles. Workers also spread it across this tool, called a pipa, to make sheet shellac. They use a palm leaf to spread it out evenly. The workers remove it once it's cooled. Then they stretch it out even more, using their hands, feet, and teeth. Using their hands, feet, and teeth. This is how shellac has been made for centuries.
ये जो है ये पूरा नेचुरल प्रोडक्ट है. उसका जो टेम्परेचर रहता है वो काफ़ी डाउन हो जाता है. उसमें से स्प्रेड जब करता है तो वो हार्मफुल कहीं भी नहीं रहता कुछ भी.
They'll pull it to an even 5 foot by 5 foot square. These sheets will be used to polish candies, cashew nuts, and fruit. Machines have largely replaced the traditional hand-stretching method. This one presses out thin sheets, sort of like a pasta maker. It processes most of the factory's lac, making shellac 4 times faster than by hand stretching. The workers give it one quick tug and then rip it off. They'll hang it up to harden and cool, and then chop it into hair-thin pieces. These will stiffen into shards, exported around the world. Feet. Manoj can sell the refined shellac for almost double what he paid for it. Indonesia and the United States are his biggest customers. The US is also the world's largest importer, buying up roughly a fourth of all Indian shellac. It's been valued for 3,000 years for its versatility. One of shellac's earliest uses was as a rich crimson dye. The insect's excretions also made a strong glue and added a shiny, water-resistant finish to wood and leather. In medieval Europe, artists mixed it into paints. In the 1800s, it became the base of gramophone records before the invention of vinyl. Through the 1900s, it was a popular finish for wood paneling in American homes. It also made its way into pharmaceuticals, coating pills and tablets, and food. As a glossy glaze for candies, fruits, cakes, and nuts. Today, the global shellac industry is worth over $167 million, and more than half of the world's supply comes from India. The US Food and Drug Administration allows it as a food-safe additive, as long as it's listed on the ingredients list as shellac or confectioner's glaze. It's in treats like Junior Mints, jelly beans, candy corn, and Whoppers. It's also often dissolved in alcohol and sprayed onto citrus fruit. The waxy coating wicks away moisture, extending the fruit's shelf life. And that gloss makes for a more eye-catching lemon on grocery store shelves.
I just don't see where the argument is about removing food dyes, artificial food dyes, right? And artificial...
A girl can't wait forever,
additives to our food. Where's the argument there?
You're so stupid, bro.
Here's the thing.
Well, we're waiting.
when it comes to feet, this is me. Maybe not so much. And definitely not so much. Oh, fuck. But I'm very opposed to. And because the intention of this video is to be educational, I've learned that I don't like American food. How much of this shit is in our food, guys? Red 40 is in everything. Hell, I'm a Diet Dew fan, and before that I was a Mountain Dew fan, and Mountain Dew has yellow 5 in it. They say yellow 5, back in the day they used to say yellow 5 led to your sperm count decreasing. So maybe that's why I don't have kids. But yeah, a lot of these dyes, if we could take out just the dyes for now, start there, right? Let's take out the dyes from our food and, use natural coloring. I mean, there's countries, I think Germany and other countries, in their Gatorades, to get the orange and the yellow and the reds, they use real food to get the coloring. So like, for instance, the orange color, they get it from carrots, so on and so forth. There are foods out there that we can use to get these colors. Or how about we just not get the color, period? Because the color doesn't add to the flavor. The flavor is in itself. The color has nothing to do with the flavor. So it's just more eye appealing. You see it with your eyes, and it appeals to you, and you want to try it or you want to eat it. That's the only thing. Captain Crunch itself, the original Captain Crunch, does not have any dyes in it. But of course, when you crunch berries and whatnot, yeah, you're gonna have those colors. Which again, maybe we don't need crunch berries. It's your boy King Shiro. Thank you for watching. Remember that you're loved, and remember to be great every day, because tomorrow is never promised. And I hope you learned a little bit something today, and maybe it changes your life, maybe it doesn't. I'm just saying, this is, for the federal government to ban artificial dyes in our food is one step towards a healthier America. Like it or don't like it, as an American, you're free to think however you want. Peace out, y'all.
Every day you wake up, you got a decision to make. To go right or left, up or down, right or wrong. At the end of the day, you make the decision. Nobody forces you. So make the right decision. Make moves, set the goal. Stop making excuses, man. And if it look like a duck, walk like a duck, and sound like a duck, it's a duck. Stop guessing. Just do the right thing. You heard? You hear me? I love y'all. Stay positive. Love one another.
All right.
We're in the middle of a fertility crisis, and our species could go extinct in the next 100 years. Sperm counts among men in North America, Europe, and Australia have declined more than 59% between 1973 and 2011. At the current rate, half the men in these countries would have no sperm by 2045, and the rest having very low counts. The decline has been linked to microplastics and chemicals in our environment. They're in our food, water, clothes, personal care products, cosmetics, everything. Poor lifestyle factors also contribute to the fertility crisis. What do you guys think about this? What do we do?